Hey, Shalom Akim. This is Yabatazak coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work of sincerity and truth. Yahweh Shai Waharakak Wadash Barakatam Akim. Alright, I just want to continue speaking on this topic of being faced with death in certain peril type situations. And just being not fearful in that, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it boils down to, keeping that faith in Yahweh Shai, like it says in the book in the Apocrypha, strive for the truth till death, and Yahweh shall fight for you. All right. So I just want to go in here in the book of Sirach 41:1. It says, "O death, how bitter is the remembrance of thee to a man that liveth at rest in his possessions, unto the man that had nothing to vex him." You see, because that's who the fearful heart, that's who this pertains to, man. Because they're still attached to this world, their flesh is attached to this world still, man. Whatever it may be, the Lord knows your heart. I mean, we know men because we are men. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the world. So that's who death is bitter to. Those that they know they're gonna perish one day. But when you come into this truth, you can't have that mentality, man. You got to stay strong, keep your integrity, strive for the truth till death, and Yahweh Shai will fight for you, man. That's what it is. So it says, unto the man that had nothing to vex him, and that had prosperity in all things, yea, unto him that is yet able to receive meat. He may be in good health. He may have his heart's desires or whatever it may be. He has the world. He has a badass job. He has a house. He has his family, his kids, everything that he what the Most High blessed him with. That's what it is. But when it comes to serving Yahweh Shai, and it means his life, he's gonna sell out, man. Why? Because death is bitter to him. It says, it's just like when Esau, whenever he despised his birthright for a bowl of food, man, because he felt like he was gonna die from being out in the wilderness doing what he did, doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? Verse 2, it says, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and is vexed with all things, and him that despaireth and hath lost patience." That's right, because the elect are the ones that are fed up with this bullshit, man. All right, the men of the Lord that are out here sick, out here being persecuted, being faced with all sorts of trials and tribulations. Those are the ones that are not fearing death. Those are the ones that don't give a shit about what this kingdom has to offer, what America has to offer. While that man of the Lord watches everybody else, gain what the world has to offer to them, in their folly. You see what I'm saying? They get all the females, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking that to the brothers, not to fear death, man, because that's what we're coming to. We're coming to that time, man. Some brothers are sick. Some brothers, other brothers are gonna be faced with certain things in martial law. They're in the time of Jacob's trouble. But guess what? It says that, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy," man. Who are the needy? The elect. The ones that want to be delivered out of this hellhole, man. That want to be. They rather die than continue to live in this fucking place, man. This fucking cesspool. This fucking. It's nothing but like a garbage can out here, man. It's full of trash everywhere. Diseased people. Everybody's sick. Bunch of proud individuals, homosexuals, lesbians, faggots, everywhere, man. It's nothing but wickedness thriving here in America, man. So that's who death is acceptable to. It's to the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth. We ain't got no strength here. We're still under Esau, the so-called white man. We got no control. We're still being taxed, by the IRS, which is unconstitutional. Our women are try to rule over us. You got women that in the workforce ruling over men. The fuck kind of shit is that, man? You know? Got unrighteous men ruling over us. You know? You put the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians at the bottom of the barrel, and then the barrios and the ghettos. You know? Give them the worst foods. You know, we put the alcohol, the liquor stores in the hoods and the barrios. You know? But guess what? To the elect, death is acceptable, because we know that we have a crown of glory waiting for us, man. All right. It says that is now in the last age and is vexed with all things, and he's vexed with all things, man. You know. Somebody that's vexed don't give a shit, man. Someone that's vexed is ready to fucking fight, ready to squab, man, till death. You know. It says, and to him that despaireth and hath lost patience. Verse 3, and this is the point. Verse 3, fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee, and them that come after. For this is the sentence of Yahweh over all flesh. Because we all know we're going to die. We've all died before. Going back to reincarnation, man. The subject of reincarnation. So there's nothing to fear. We're going to continue to be brought back. It's just the flesh that is what dies, man. That's why in the Gospels, Yahweh said, fear not man that's able to destroy the flesh, but fear him that is able to destroy body and soul, man. You see what I'm saying? Because Yahweh has already conquered death, man. All right, he's already put death, Esau, and everything else under subjection, man, under his feet. Now it's just waiting to be made manifest to where we actually see that glory accomplished, man. The kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But verse 3, I'm reading it again. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee. You know, look at what Yahweh Shai went through, man. The greatest example. He didn't fear death. You know, and when he was in the Mount of Olives in Gethsemane, he got weak for a moment, but he knew at that moment that he knew he had to fulfill his will, the will of his Father, and that was him dying for the nation of Israel, the elect, to bring them back to the good graces of Yahweh, his Father. All right. And it says, and that come after, you know. So we're going to have like visuals of certain brothers that we're going to witness being put to death here, you know, put by the guillotine, you know, put under the guillotine, whatever may have you. But we're going to witness that, and we're going to know not to fear the sentence of death. Just like that woman that had the seven sons. The woman with the 7 sons that was in 2nd Maccabees. You know what I'm saying? She girded up her loins like a man, and watched all her 7 sons perish. Up until she was the last one, and then they put her to death. Okay? It says, verse 3, for this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh. Esau's gonna die. All these homosexuals, these wicked individuals, these 2/3 are gonna die, man, by way of thermonuclear destruction, that fire. All right. Verse 4, it says, why art thou against the pleasure of the Most High? There is no inquisition in the grave, whether thou have lived 10 or 100 or 1,000 years. That's right. So nobody can be against the pleasure of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He does all these things for his pleasure. Okay. But guess what? The elect are gonna escape that. The elect are gonna escape famine, the violent attacks of individual people or animals, beasts. They're gonna escape all those things, unless Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai sanction those certain elect to die, which are gonna be an example to gird up our loins, man. Whoever brother it is that witnesses that, to see them go out like that for the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because in the grave there's no inquisition. So right now it's gonna be the judgment. The judgment is being played out now. All right. Verse 5, the children of sinners are abominable children, and they that are conversant in the dwelling of the ungodly. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. That's who death is reserved for, man. That's who death is going to conquer. Death is not going to conquer the elect, because it wasn't able to hold Yahweh Shai. We are joint heirs to him, right? So guess what? Death ain't going to hold us. If we put to death, we're gonna be caught up immediately in the chariot, man, crowned. All right. Verse 8, woe be unto you, ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Power. For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction. Okay, so you see a lot of these people out here, they're increasing. The love of many shall wax cold. They don't care about the commandments no more. They ain't caring about pleasing Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, keeping the faith. They're about filling their own bellies, about doing their own thing. That's what's gonna get you killed, man. That's what's gonna get you destroyed. Versus you doing what is obligated of you and residing in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gonna keep you in safety.
Adrian?
All right. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna keep you in safety, man. By staying in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, doing the work, obeying the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. We're coming into some deadly times, man. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai ain't playing, man. You know, I speak this to myself too. Anytime I make a video, I'm speaking to myself too as well. All right. Verse 9, and if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. And if you die, a curse shall be your portion. That's to these 2/3, man. All right. So